Hello, I'd like to share some information today with you in regards to some anxiety stress reliefs or relievers. This information today is coming from heart.org. So, to kind of get into it, just to recognize that we all have stress, we all have stressors, whether that is interacting with our loved ones, friends, stressors at work, at home, within our communities. And sometimes we can feel especially stressed because of interactions or unsavory interactions we may have with an individual, feeling kind of boggled down with work or workload, and just like everyday natural stressors. So, negative stress can keep you from feeling and performing at your best, whether that is emotionally, physically, mentally, and no one is stress free, right? There are some techniques, though, that can assist you in coping with your stressors. So, positive self talk. So let's be honest. We all talk to ourselves, whether that is kind of speaking out loud into like our manifestations. And though a lot of self talk happens within our person, within ourselves. So some thoughts can be, everything is okay. I can do this. Some negative self talk can be, I'll never get better. I'm so stupid. And the negative self talk increases when our stress or stressors increase. Positive self talk can calm you down, can normalize and de escalate uncontrollable and or what can seem as uncontrollable stressors. With patience and with practice, you can learn to shift that negative talk and those negative thoughts into positive ones. For example, negative to a positive. I hate it when this happens. Positive. I know how to deal with this. I've done this before. Negative. I feel helpless and alone. Positive. I can reach out and get help if I feel or need to. To really make it work, practice positive self talk daily, whether that is you in your community, whether that is you in your bed, whether that is you waking up and walking around, your home, whether that is you at work, whether that is working along with individuals throughout the day. Again, it may not be easy at first, but it does take practice, and it can assist with alleviating some stressors. So there are top 10 emergency stress stoppers. So emergency stress stoppers are actions to help you diffuse stressful situations in that particular moment. You may need some different stress stoppers for different situations, and or you can combine them. So here are some ideas. So these are not, the golden ticket, but these are some things that may possibly assist you. Counting to 10 before you speak or react. Take a few slow, deep breaths until your body feels unclenched, meaning relaxed. Go for a walk. You guys know I'm very heavy on if you are able and have the ability to walk within your community or walk in a park or anything like that, do that. Physically changing your location can assist one person to kind of mood regulate and to de-escalate from a situation. Possibly try a quick meditation, or if you are spiritual, a prayer to gain some further perspective. Again, this is not etched in stone. Make it work for you. If it's not urgent, possibly take a breather, take a break, a pause, sleep on it, if you will. And if you still feel that strongly the next day, then respond that next day in a effective communicative way. So that's 5. So let's go to 6. Walk away from the situation for a while and handle it later once things have calmed down. Break down the big problem into smaller parts. Compartmentalize, right? That's another word for that. Take one step at a time, incremental steps, instead of trying to tackle everything at once. The world was not made in a day, right? It wasn't just, it takes time to develop these things. So, 8 would be turn on some music, some inspirational podcast if you're able to or have the ability to help you deal with the road ahead. Meaning, take the time to find out what works best for you. Music at times have been found to be pretty helpful in having a person kind of separate from or detach from the anxiety or the anxiety provoking a situation. 9, if you have a pet, maybe take that pet for a walk, hug the loved one, and or, you know, if you have a neighbor, if you have a friend that you're an animal lover and they'll allow you to be around their pet and animal, do that. Also, 10, working out or doing something that's a bit active. So, some stress busting activities can be making art, whether that's drawing, coloring, painting, playing music, a musical instrument if you're able to. Working on scrapbooks or photo albums to focus on some good times. Reading a book, a short story, a magazine, meeting up with friends, playing sports, whether that is basketball, football, finding a hobby, whether that is, I don't know, making jewelry, whether that is, I don't know, um, finding a sewing group, if you will. Whatever kind of works for you. And so, also playing with your kids, playing with your pets, like I mentioned before, listening to music, like I mentioned before, taking a walk in nature, like I mentioned, working on a garden if you have a garden, and or doing something fun like riding a bike, taking a run, anything that kind of puts your mind and body kind of in motion can be of assistance. So there are 14 mindful ways to deal with anxiety. So I want to mention this information, and this is from JanineRipper.com. So going easy on oneself, listening to music, which is good for your soul. Move your body gently, stretch it out if you're able to. Hug it out. Sometimes if you're able to find someone to give a hug to that's consensual, great. If you're unable to, hug yourself. Take life moment by moment. Be mindful and present in that moment. Write yourself free. Journaling. Tread the pavement gently. Kind of being gentle with oneself. Possibly meditating. Reaching out to speak with someone. Breathing exercises. Seeking out a professional like a therapist, a counselor, a mental health professional. Taking a break and having some time for yourself. Self-care is very important. And remember, never feel ashamed and know that you are not alone. There are support networks that are prepared as well as equipped to help you through and to process whatever it is that is causing or triggering the anxiety or the stressful moments. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you all enjoy the remainder of your day.